Me Bank lifts rates by 65 points. Let's have a look. Good evening, everyone. Florian here, and welcome to another episode of Heise Says. Grab your stein of coffee because, well, the banks are starting to increase their fixed rate mortgages once again. The numbers are getting even higher. Right now, let's have a look at Me Bank, and then we'll have a play in my Excel spreadsheet to look at the impacts. So here we have it, effective today, and thank you to the viewer who sent this to me. Me is increasing some fixed interest rates for the flexible home loan with member package. Please refer to the following table for these rate changes. So we have here owner occupied, principal and interest, and if your LVR is less than or equal to 80, you've got the biggest increase, it looks like, is 65 points, 0.65%, from 5.34% up to 5.99%. So you could fix for 1 year for 5.99%. Now that's 3% higher than I fixed for 4 years. And I'm not alone. There are a lot of people that fixed in at very low rates. Now, I've had my mortgage for a while. I'm an old, semi-boomer. It's the people who got in the FOMO, who probably overextended themselves, who paid, frankly, a bullshit amount for a house, that if they were depending on those insanely low fixed rates, they're the ones that might get in trouble. You've got, if your LVR is from 80 to 90, it's up to 6.14%. So there you go. That's is that the best deal it looks like? And they're getting even higher. So for 2 years, it's 5.89, up 20 points. 6.34, again up 20 points. No change to 3 years, it's 5.84. And 4 years is 5.99. Then you're going up to 5-year fixed, 6.24% or 6.74%. So if your value of your property has gone down because you bought at the peak, and it's, even you've taken a little bit of a shaving, if your LVR gets worse and then you decide, okay, we need to fix 6.74%, you might be paying. Let's just run the numbers on that one. Okay, so this is my Excel when I've got all the different banks here. This is the first time we've gotten Me Bank data in here. But let's say you've got the standard or first home buyer mortgage, the average one. You're going from a fix of 1.99 up to 6.74. I don't know why you do that, but we'll just say you've still got 30 years left on the mortgage, just for argument's sake, because the delta change is what's going to be the huge thing. You're looking at a 75% increase. I can't see how that would happen, why you would have to do that. If any of the brokers or real estate agents, can you let me know in the comments why, if that would ever happen, if someone would go from that to another fix? Maybe they want some certainty, maybe they're concerned, but you're looking at a 75% increase. That's just insane. It's just crazy. But if we go, to 5.99 even, 5.99, you're still looking at a 60% increase coming off this low number. That's the buffer. That's the 3% buffer there. So you may have to switch to someone else. So let's keep looking here. So owner-occupier interest only, you're going from, up 45 points to 6.22 for 1 year, up 35 points to 6.19, up nothing and nothing to 6.19 and 6.59 for 4 years and 3 years, and 6.79 for 5 years fixed. Is that the highest? That looks like it's the highest. No, wait, down here. Down here is the highest. So investor interest only with a crap LVR between 80 and 90, you're paying 6.94% on your mortgage. Now, this is going to be interesting if people get into trouble and we start seeing them shift over to interest only as an option. I remember there was a lady at university who I studied with. That was her thing. She actually went over to Ireland, worked in the Irish housing boom. It all crashed and came back to Australia. And she was talking up buying houses and just paying them interest only, getting the capital growth. I mean, good on her. Will some owner-occupiers switch to interest only, maybe for a while, if shit hits the fan? Remember when we had the whole interest-only cliff? That never materialized into anything. But this is something to consider. And probably I might have to talk to some of the brokers I know to get their opinion on that, on how likely the banks are to offer that as an option, even for a period. I mean, they gave people mortgage holidays, guys, during the lockdowns and during the crazy times. So I would not be at all shocked if that was an offer they put on the table to people. Because, I mean, they win anyway. They don't want the market flooded with property. They don't want their assets losing value. They've got every incentive to keep you in that property, even if you're just paying interest for a few years. And then, oh, well, you fall over a bit later. So let's have a look. Investor principal and interest. The biggest increase here is 60 points for 1 year fixed, the 6.19. Yeah, 60 points is the highest. Same thing here, 1 year, 6.49 with the highest LVR. It's going to be the people, guys, that get stung by this. They bought in at the FOMO. Property prices are crashing down. Well, they're not even crashing, okay? We're not even at pre-COVID levels. But, I mean, if you went like with a 2% deposit, what equity do you have in your house? Nothing. You bugger all equity. And that could be eaten away quite in an instant. So they're going to be stung with the higher rates, even if they go, well, no, look, there you go. No interest only at that level. So they're not allowing owner-occupiers with interest only with LVR for 80 to 90%. Why is that? Is it too high a risk? Because, I mean, that's all banks are. They're risk managers. They don't give a shit about you. They're not your friends. Don't believe the advertisements or the Dolomite accounts or any of that stuff. I keep getting my bank ringing me up, trying to get me to borrow money. And, you know, we're in the Asian part of the city, so there's a, Asian lady ringing me up. I go, no, I don't borrow money. Why would I borrow money for a business? That's insane. What are you talking about? And she's just laughing at me. And I think I got another email. You're eligible. I couldn't believe this. It shows you how out of touch I am. Okay, it shows you how out of touch I am. You're eligible for a $100,000 loan on a car. $100,000 for a car? I don't need to show off. I've got a wife. I'm happy. I don't need a flash car. You know? But then again, I guess normal cars are getting more expensive now. Anyway, back to this. What else are we looking at here? So we can see here, I mean, let's worst case it. You're an interest-only investor. You're going from, 1.99, you go to 6.94 with the New South Wales average mortgage. Yeah, it's only another $27,000 a year. What's that between friends? If you go from that to that. I can't see you getting that low as an investor, but it's going to be a big shift. Let's jump back here to 6.24. You can see the same thing. 6.24. 60% increase. So we'll have to see. So for those of you that are like me that have bought into this, your mortgage won't be that high, hopefully. You'll probably be closer to the Australian average, if not lower. You've got to prepare for this increase. But you should be used to paying higher rates in the past. And particularly with the demo of the channel, the statistics, I think a lot of you would be aware of it and completely prepared. It's just going to be, we're going to see the sob stories about people blaming the banks, blaming other people. If anything, they should blame the government because, well, let's remind ourselves, as we like to do, I mean, the 5 and 2% government loan guarantees. Of all of the stuff that happened, I think that's probably the most dangerous to the individual people that took it up. Fortunately, it's only 10,000 people. There you go, guys. Anyway, let's have a bit of a talk about this one. So, another bank lifting rates. I can't say I'm at all surprised. The cash rate will be increased again next month. We'll have to see, guys. Let me know if you're prepared. Do you bank with Me Bank? What do you reckon? Are they worth it? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Check out Heiser BIM and Heiser Does. And if you're a fan and enjoy our content, you can support us on YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call us if you need an architect. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next episode of Heiser Says. Bye for now.